for a young generation and kids growing up, musically, he helped define us.
From one legend to another, tonight Bernie Kosar, friends and family, and the entire music world are mourning the loss of Michael Stanley. Hello everybody, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Tracy Carlos. We learned today Stanley died yesterday at the age of 72 following a private battle with lung cancer. Tributes have been pouring in for the music icon, including from his close friend, former Browns quarterback Bernie Kosar. Kosar posted this picture of the two of them on Twitter. He says the first concert he ever went to when the Michael Stanley Band performed at Youngstown State. Then when Kosar became the Browns quarterback for the Browns, the two met and leaned on each other for support.
Both of us were young, somewhat celebrities within our town, and really learning as we grow. He would always want to be coming to the games, and we would spend a lot of time at games together. But then at times he'd also have me on stage singing with him, and that's where our friendship really was tested, because my ability to articulate music like him absolutely was not there.
Stanley wrote a farewell letter to family, friends, and fans to be released after his death. He said he was, quote, off to catch up with that big club tour in the sky. Tonight, News 5's John Kosar taking a look back at Stanley's life and career.
For more than a half-century, Michael Stanley was a fixture of the Northeast Ohio music scene, a fan base built the old-fashioned way, homegrown, starting from his days at Rocky River High School and Hiram College to a launch of a solo career and the formation of the Michael Stanley Band in 1974. As the band's popularity grew, the crowds did too, and by 1982, the band was setting local attendance records, including a four-night stand at Blossom that drew 74,000, something Stanley told News 5 at the time was overwhelming.
To be this big in your hometown is a real thrill, and to break the records that, the giants in the industry have not been able to do, it's a real thrill. I don't think there's been anything bigger for us.
The band's regional success was much harder to duplicate nationally, though they did have a couple of top 40 hits and appeared in 1983 on Dick Clark's American Bandstand and in the early days of MTV. In the early 90s, Stanley would land at radio station WNCX, where he would become an afternoon staple for 30 years, while also continuing to tour and appear locally. In 2019, the city of Cleveland honoring the music legend, renaming the corner of Euclid and Huron Michael Stanley Way, a lasting legacy to a man whose music provided the soundtrack to a generation of Cleveland rock fans at a time when the town that claimed them as their own became the center of the rock world. In Cleveland, John Kosar, News 5.